Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, on to the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail. The footballing world is buzzing with whispers and speculation after the astonishing revelation that Ben Doak, the young Scottish winger who had been linked with several Premier League clubs, has decisively turned down the tempting lure of England's top flight to return to his roots at Celtic. At SU, sources close to the player suggest that Doak's decision was influenced by a desire for regular first-team football and a clear path to stardom on Scottish soil, rather than being buried in the competitive depth charts of England. The rumour mills have been spinning for weeks, with agents and insiders hinting that the boy wonder sees Ibrox Park as a stage where he can truly announce himself to the footballing world. The intrigue is compounded by the intense rivalry in Glasgow as fans speculate whether this move could be a strategic masterstroke or a risky gamble for a teenager with immense potential. Celtic's management are said to be ecstatic, quietly confident that Doak's flair and pace will inject a new dimension into their squad, while rival supporters are already whispering about what this could mean for the old firm balance. The tension is palpable, and the narrative around Doak's future has become a captivating subplot in Scottish football, feeding endless discussion across social media platforms, football forums, and late-night sports podcasts, where every detail, no matter how small, is dissected for hidden meaning. Speculation is rife that Doak's motivations go beyond footballing logic, with insiders suggesting a blend of personal ambition, loyalty, and calculated career planning. By refusing the Premier League, DOAK is perceived to be prioritizing his development over immediate glamour, a decision that has left scouts and pundits across Europe scratching their heads. Some whisper that his advisors see Celtic as a launchpad for eventual continental recognition, with the potential to command a future transfer fee that could dwarf any initial salary or signing bonus that English clubs were offering. Social media has exploded with fan theories, ranging from the idea that Doak wishes to cement his legacy in Scottish football first, to more conspiratorial claims that this move is part of a larger strategy orchestrated by management behind the scenes. Within the Celtic camp, there is talk of private meetings and strategy sessions aimed at integrating Doak seamlessly into the first team, ensuring his talents are showcased in domestic and European competitions. The youth coach is rumored to have been personally involved in mentoring Doak, emphasizing tactical intelligence alongside raw speed, creating the perfect storm for a breakout season. In pubs and online fan groups, debates rage over whether this is a stroke of genius by Celtic or a missed opportunity for Doak to test himself in arguably the world's most demanding league, with opinions divided but passion universally intense. Adding fuel to the gossip, insiders hint that Doak's decision might also be influenced by the fierce rivalry with Rangers, creating a narrative that has journalists scrambling for headlines. The thought of Doak weaving his magic at Ibrox Park, where he could potentially leave defenders in his wake during crucial Old Firm encounters, has already sparked heated conversations. Rumours circulate that Celtic fans are privately confident he could become the hero who regularly torments Rangers' defence, turning tense matches into personal showcases of his explosive talent. Meanwhile, rival fans have taken to online forums speculating how DOAK might fare under pressure in hostile away environments, with some claiming that his young mind could be tested as never before. Analysts argue over the psychological elements of this transfer, suggesting that DOAK's familiarity with Scottish football, combined with the high-stakes atmosphere of Ibrox and Celtic Park, might accelerate his growth in ways a Premier League apprenticeship could never replicate. The energy surrounding this potential shift is immense, with pundits framing it as more than just a transfer, but as a storyline that could define an entire generation of Scottish football talent. Clubs around Europe are supposedly watching closely, intrigued by how a teenage sensation navigates the pressures and expectations of a historic rivalry. Rumours persist that the Premier League rejection is also a statement of intent, a bold declaration that DOAK values personal growth and loyalty over immediate prestige. Friends close to the player suggest that he is motivated by a deep desire to craft his own path, one that isn't dictated by the glamour of English football, but by the opportunity to shine consistently on his own terms. The Scottish media has latched on to this narrative, with columnists speculating that DOAK might soon emerge as the face of a rejuvenated Celtic squad, capable of thrilling domestic fans and attracting European attention simultaneously. Within training grounds, whispers abound of the teenager's commitment and maturity, as older squad members reportedly praise his willingness to learn and absorb tactical insights, suggesting that this is more than youthful bravado. Managers and coaching staff are said to be carefully orchestrating his integration, with some hinting that he could even feature in high-profile fixtures earlier than anticipated, adding further intrigue to an already combustible story. The intensity of the speculation has reached a point where even casual observers of Scottish football find themselves debating the merits and risks of this move, illustrating the magnetic effect of DOAK's career choices on the national sporting psyche and the ripple effects that such a transfer could create across multiple fan bases. The narrative thickens as whispers from the club suggest that DOAK's presence could inspire a new generation of Scottish youth, creating a model for balancing ambition with strategic patience. Sources suggest that the coaching staff are devising specialized programs to hone his explosive speed, technical dribbling, and tactical awareness, ensuring he maximizes his potential without succumbing to burnout. Rumors indicate that this strategy is designed not just for immediate impact, but to position DOAK as a long-term asset capable of influencing both domestic dominance and European campaigns. And the excitement is palpable among supporters who speculate wildly about which matches will mark his coming of age, imagining him outpacing defenders, delivering pinpoint crosses, and scoring decisive goals that could define seasons. Sports pundits are increasingly framing this saga as a battle of narratives, one of cautious career management versus the allure of instant fame, and whether DOAK's calculated gamble will pay off in both skill development and market value. Online discussions, podcast debates, and nightly sports shows are dissecting every angle of his choice, questioning not only the impact on the Celtic squad balance, but also how this bold refusal of Premier League offers may shape perceptions of young Scottish talent across Europe, potentially encouraging others to follow a similarly measured path to prominence, blending loyalty, ambition, and spectacle into one compelling storyline. Finally, speculation is intensifying around how this decision might influence transfer strategies across Scottish football, with whispers suggesting rival clubs may need to reconsider their youth recruitment policies in response. The idea that one teenager could set a precedent, prioritizing development and guaranteed playtime over immediate financial gain, has analysts predicting a shift in how clubs approach nurturing young talent. The old firm Rivalry adds a spicy undertone, with fans imagining future clashes where DOAK's speed and skill could directly influence title races and cup outcomes. Rumors hint at behind-the-scenes discussions between management, scouts, and player representatives, indicating a carefully choreographed plan to position DOAK at the forefront of a Celtic renaissance. Social media channels are ablaze with speculation, fan-made highlight reels, and tactical breakdowns of how his presence might disrupt opposing defenses, while conspiracy theories abound regarding secret incentives, future transfers, and sponsorship deals linked to his career trajectory. The conversation has transcended mere transfer gossip, becoming a cultural moment for Scottish football, reflecting a generation's hopes, ambitions, and obsession with young talent, making strategic, high-stakes decisions. With every passing day, the narrative grows more intricate, the rumors more tantalizing, and the anticipation of seeing DOAK's explosive return to Scottish football continues to dominate conversations from Glasgow pubs to international sports newsrooms. Whispers continue to swirl around the corridors of Scottish football, suggesting that Ben Doak's anticipated return to Celtic might not just be a simple homecoming, but a calculated gambit to rewrite the narrative of Old Firm encounters. Sources claim that the young winger's explosive pace and inventive dribbling are already sparking discussions among Rangers insiders who reportedly fear that Doak could become a recurring nightmare in high-stakes matches, especially at Ibrox Park. The gossip hints at private scouting reports analyzing his movements, acceleration patterns, and finishing instincts, all intended to prepare defenders for the inevitable chaos he could unleash. Meanwhile, social media platforms are flooded with fan speculation, memes, and tactical breakdowns, each theory more dramatic than the last, creating a digital echo chamber of excitement and anxiety. Sports journalists are circling like vultures, eager to capture a hint of confirmation or denial from either club, amplifying every small signal into headline-grabbing drama. The narrative is not just about football skills, but about psychological warfare, loyalty, and the theatre of Scottish football, where a teenager's decision carries symbolic weight far beyond mere statistics, embodying a clash of ambition, rivalry, and local pride. The speculation is relentless, making Doak's every training session, touch, and sprint a subject of feverish discussion across forums, podcasts, and fan groups, where imagination often outpaces reality. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Behind the scenes, rumors suggest that Celtic's coaching staff are meticulously crafting a development plan tailored to maximize Doak's impact while shielding him from undue pressure. Insiders hint that this includes a regimen blending physical conditioning, tactical acumen, and mental fortitude, designed to mold a prodigy capable of dominating not just domestically, but in European competitions as well. Conversations in locker rooms and training grounds, allegedly overheard by journalists, focus on the strategic timing of his appearances, potential mentorship from senior players, and even psychological drills to prepare for hostile atmospheres, particularly at Ibrox Park. Fans are speculating about which games will serve as his debut spectacles, imagining sequences where his blistering pace, slices through defenses, leaving rival supporters in stunned silence. Meanwhile, pundits are dissecting potential lineups, formations, and how DOAK's style might synergize with Celtic's existing stars, debating whether his presence could tip the balance in key clashes or inspire a new tactical era for the club. The rumors paint a picture of deliberate orchestration, suggesting that every decision is calculated to maximize both player growth and fan engagement, elevating what could have been a routine transfer into a cultural phenomenon that grips the Scottish football psyche, uniting excitement, anxiety, and imagination. In equal measure, the gossip also touches on the financial and symbolic dimensions of DOAK's move, hinting that his Premier League rejection sends ripples far beyond the pitch. Sources speculate that his decision signals to young players across Scotland that immediate wealth and fame are not the only paths to stardom, potentially reshaping career planning and youth recruitment strategies nationwide. Fans and pundits alike are theorizing about sponsorship implications, merchandise sales, and the broader commercial impact, imagining DOAK's image on kits, posters, and campaigns that celebrate homegrown talent. There are whispers of secret negotiations, undisclosed clauses, and strategic partnerships designed to enhance both player value and club prestige. Within Celtic's inner circles, it is rumored that DOAK's return is viewed as a statement of intent, a declaration that the club remains a fertile ground for nurturing extraordinary talent while challenging the dominance of the Premier League lure. Rival clubs are purportedly monitoring the situation with equal intensity, concerned that this could set a precedent for retaining top talent domestically. The narrative has become multi-layered, intertwining football, finance, psychology, and rivalry, transforming a single player's career choice into a story that dominates headlines, fuels debate, and captivates fans who relish both the sport and the drama that surrounds it. Amidst all this speculation, conversations among supporters have taken on almost mythical proportions, imagining scenarios where DOAK's skill, speed, and creativity redefine old firm derbies for a generation. Rumors suggest that tactical simulations and fan-made predictions are circulating online, mapping out how he could exploit weaknesses in Rangers' defense, create match-winning opportunities, and even become a talisman for Celtic in critical fixtures. Analysts are purportedly scrutinizing every detail of his playing style, from acceleration bursts to dribbling angles, attempting to predict how he might perform under intense pressure in hostile away stadiums. The narrative hints at psychological drama too, discussions about whether the young winger can handle the burden of expectation, the chance, and the intense media scrutiny that accompanies old firm clashes. Social media amplifies every whisper, with supporters sharing clips, opinions, and debates that blur the line between fact and fantasy, turning speculation into a sport of its own. The rumor mill paints a vivid picture, portraying DOAK not just as a player, but as a symbol of ambition, courage, and homegrown talent, someone whose career choices could influence the dynamics of Scottish football, redefine loyalty narratives, and inspire both awe and apprehension among fans, rivals, and commentators alike. Hello, fan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.